Learning. I don't want to be presumptuous to think that I have answers to anything that the folks that I'm going to lead and the folks that I'm going to serve know way more about. So I'm going to start with an open mind and an open ear and spend time with the community and spend time with the officers who have been serving here long before I was given this opportunity. So my priority is to listen and to learn from both Mayor Burke and the great things that he and city management are doing, and from the great things the officers have been doing, and to learn from the community, both what they want and what they offer. So that's my priority.
There's no doubt that Chattanooga is a great city, but so is Austin. Are you going to be sad to be leaving the cultural mecca of the South behind?
The cultural mecca of the South. Austin has been my home for 30 years. I fell in love with Austin 30 years ago when it looked a lot like Chattanooga.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm melancholy to leave it. My friends and family are there, but I wasn't looking to leave Austin. I saw this opportunity, and it's a true gift. You all have a community and a police department that is about to do great, that have been doing great things and are about to accelerate that. With Mayor Burke and the VRI and the resources that city management have dedicated to public safety, I feel like I'm the recipient of a gift. I don't feel like I'm bringing any more than I'm getting, and I'm going to treat that like the privilege it is every day that I serve you in the community. So, yes, I'll be sad to go, but I'm not leaving Austin. I'm coming to Chattanooga.
I know you said that in your opening statements you said that you're here to serve the people. How do you plan on gaining their trust coming in from Austin and not being someone who's really familiar with the Chattanooga area?
That's a great question, and it would go back to the sort of the same response as before, is getting to know people. We talk about the golden rule, which is treating people the way you want to be treated. I actually don't believe in that. I believe in its bigger cousin, the platinum rule. You treat people the way they need to be treated, and until you know how they need to be treated, what's important to them, I don't know how to treat them. So I expect you all, as servants of the community, and the police officers and the community members to help educate me how I need to serve them, how I need to lead them, and how this police department needs to serve them. So it's about partnership, and I think I am, because we are here, and I'm eager to start that.
Now that you are coming into Chattanooga as being the top cop, what is the one thing you would like to get across to our audience? If you could look into our camera, what is the one message you want to get across?
First, it would be that I'm not the top cop. I'm the leader of a lot of top cops. And there are a lot more fantastic police officers out there serving every day than I ever will be. But I'll tell you the one thing that I do bring to Chattanooga is that I care. And it's the one thing that I will leverage with the officers of the Chattanooga Police Department. They do care. Mayor Burke cares. His support staff cares. Council cares. I care about Chattanooga as individuals and as a community, and I'm here to help build on that.
Did you implement a similar initiative in Austin, or were you part of it? Tell us a little bit about.
By similar initiative, you mean similar
to VRI? I didn't, but you're right on point, as we did. Yes, ma'am. We, the police department and the community, did implement a program called DMI, Drug Market Intervention, and it was designed at a discrete, locally based, multi-generational, chronic, open-air drug market. And long before I learned what these folks behind me already know, I was doing things in the vein of Kennedy, and I learned a great deal from that initiative, and we had a great deal of success. We intervened in about 120 buy walk operations, and we have essentially eliminated open-air drug trade there, and we've only had 4 recidivists of about 60 participants. So it's been, by all quantifiable and qualitative analysis, it's been a success. But most importantly, when I walk that community, the people who live there feel safer. And numbers to me are important, but what's more important is to how your family feels and how your neighbors feel. If there is one crime in the city of Chattanooga and it happens in your yard, then to you that's one too many. And we are committed, Mayor Burke and the officers of the Chattanooga Police Department are committed to helping everybody feel safe.
Let me just answer that, because I think I want to make sure I answer Joy's question as well. Certainly, as we looked at the numerous applicants that we have, his familiarity and applicability with the principles of Chattanooga VRI were outstanding. If you look at in your packet, you'll see an article about what he's talking about at a corner. That's the exact same principle that we're trying to use behind Chattanooga Violence Reduction Initiative, just in a different type of setting. He had outstanding success there, both on the community side and on what you would call the offender side. As he points out, Very few of them have committed more crimes, and certainly as I talked to him, he articulated a vision for the way in which crime affects the community, the way people feel, the way that economic development actually stops crime in a community because of community policing. All that makes him an ideal candidate given what we've been doing in our city over the last year.
Was he the most experienced that you've seen with using Chattanooga principles?
I can't answer for everyone who applied, okay, because I didn't interview everyone who applied. I would certainly say that of the people I interviewed who were the finalists, he had an immense familiarity with that compared to everyone else. Not only that, he felt the principles and the way that they could be used. As he said, and I think it's important to get started, he started doing that model not knowing that this was a model that had been used across the country, and came to the model after he had started down the road of implementing it, which to me shows a way of thinking. As I've said before, VRI is not a program. It's a way of approaching police work and community. He understands and believes that to his core.
How much did that familiarity weight in your decision to select Chief Fletcher?
I said, and if you look at the announcement that we set out, I said that familiarity and buy-in for that model was extremely important to me. He checked that box a couple of times. Anyone else?
Chief, if I get a question with you, just on a personal level, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you like cycling.
I do. I like all outdoor activities, and that's one of the great appeals of the community here, is it's gaining nationwide renown for outdoor recreation. In fact, I'm going to run the Scenic City Trail Marathon Saturday if anybody wants to join me, as long as I don't have things to do, man.
Is that true?
I think Mr. McDonough may join me as well. I do like to be active. I have a lot of energy.
What was the woman, Rosie Perez, who started it and then went on the subway in Boston and then got off at the end?
So I'm hoping to be out there. I like talking about me. It's one of my favorite subjects. But right now, what's more exciting to me is the people of the Chattanooga Police Department and this community. I'm going to have plenty of time to get to know y'all, and I'll meet with y'all individually. If I'm an older guy. I got 46 years under my belt. I've done lots of things, some interesting, some not. I grew up in Fort Worth. I came to the University of Texas and fell in love with Austin, and I'm currently falling in love with Chattanooga, and I look forward to developing that relationship. But I love to run. I love to work. I love to serve, and I love being around cops. So this gift is a real privilege to me.
So we can expect to see you on the bridge running back and forth.
I have no idea where to run. Do you run? I don't lift heavy things, by the way, so I'm not working out with you.
I'll get you a membership at the gym.
I'll lift with you. You run with me.
We are going to, just so you know, I do want to announce we do have one program that's really important for him. We're going to teach him how to talk slower. That's going to be part of his cultural awakening. You would think down in Texas they would have done a better job of getting him to speak slowly, but we're going to train him right up here.
I have a lot to say.
So thank you all very much. Let me just close this out by saying the following: public safety is my administration's #1 priority. We had a number of outstanding people apply for this job. Fred was the best. He fits our community. He fits this department. We have tremendous talent here. They need to be asked to do the right things. I am excited to get him here as soon as possible. I want to thank our city council people who are here. I want to thank our officers. He's met with a whole bunch of them today as quickly as humanly possible. As I said, I think we're approaching now. It's been about 3 hours and 45 minutes since I've now offered him the job. TikTok, it's counting. A lot has been accomplished just in that amount of time, and it's tremendously rewarding for me to feel the enthusiasm out here at the police station for what's about to happen. Okay, thank y'all very much.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Sean, nice to see you. Good to meet you. Moses?
Yes, sir.
Always the truth, buddy.
It always.
Chairman, you're coming with me.
They weren't gonna let you say.
Councilman,
Now,
you're
it's
coming
all
with me.
look over.
Yeah, Travis.